Okay, it's sales time again. When I listed the stuff on my previous video, I really didn't show you what was in the rubber bag. So let me just go over it in case there's something there that you're looking for. Here we have a windscreen washer bottle lid seal. These are the rubbers for the bumper overriders. And yes, in case you're wondering, they are all new, I think. As I'm saying that, that one looks a little grubby. If it's new old stock then. And the others look all new. So it looks like I've got 4 new ones and one that's, I don't know, it's dirty, but it's never been on a car. So there's a total of 5 of those there, 2, 4, 5 of those. And of course you only need 4 for a bumper, but it's a pack, you buy the pack. I have 2 petrol cap seals. I'm not sure which number it should be, C26310 or C23610 or C26310. Either way, I have 2 of those and they're the same bloody thing. I have 1 jacking point rubber. Again, I don't think this has ever been used. It's I think it's an NOS piece, but you know, it needs a bit of a clean up. These, as I'm sure well aware, are the rubbers that go behind the front turn signals. You can see I have 2 pairs. They are both new. Neither have been ever installed. These are the door buffers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one that has been used. So again, you buy them as a job lot. What else do we have? Oh, the bonnet, the little bonnet rubbers, so that when you bring the bonnet down, these are the rubbers that go on it. It looks like 2 of them have been on, but they're perfectly serviceable, and these 2 haven't been on and obviously are serviceable. These are the rear number plate rubber mounts. They're all used, but still, again, perfectly serviceable. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Of course, you only need 4. I have 3 other ones, and I don't know what they're for. They're a much smaller size, as you can see. Again, don't know what that goes to. These 2, I believe, are for the petrol flap. These, I don't know. So I don't know what they are, but you want them, you can have them. And these again, you could probably use those on the petrol flap as well, come to think of it. All right, so that's the rubbery bits so far. There will be more of car parts for sale. Well, when restoring a car, as far as I'm concerned, you can't have enough crap in your garage. You may recall back in one of my videos I was mentioning the fact that I needed some non-absorbent sponge for the window regulators, or not the regulator, the window itself. When it comes down, there's a little ledge inside the door, and the window lands on that, but you don't want it metal to metal. So I'm needing some non-absorbent sponge. Well, I guess this is one thing that was good out of my emergency room visit, or my pulmonologist visit. I was sent a nebulizer, and in the box there was this. This was padding, and this is absolutely what I was looking for. This is non-absorbent sponge. So I will now be able to glue a couple of layers together. That'll give me the thickness I need. Cut out some squares, glue them inside the doors, and I'm set. And I even got a free plastic bag. So there, you know, when your wife says, "Why are you keeping that?" you can say, "I will probably need it in the future." And this is just proof, because, you know, I kept it. I didn't throw it away. and it is going to come in use. So there. Well, here is this sponge stuff glued together. I'm going to keep these for the moment. Not sure how much I need, but I'm pretty sure that there's enough here for me to get, I think it's only 4 pads I need, but it might be 8, in which case I will divide that into 8 and not 4. Also, I will be looking at it very carefully to make sure I don't put too much in. And then I got some spare if needed. And yes, I did use, well, what's left of this, I've got another tube of it, goop. I know I've mentioned it before, but it's good shit. That's all I can tell you. Let's move on now to filling the brake master cylinder with fluid. Well, as I'm changing the fluids, I haven't been on the road yet and I'm already working, doing servicing stuff. Changing the brake fluid back to 0.5 silicone fluid. I'm going to take that opportunity to try and figure out why the pedals aren't level with each other and make them level. Be it I have to make another spacer or what I have to do, I don't know. I'll figure that out. So I've filled both the reservoirs with fluid, which I shouldn't have done because I'm now going to be messing with them. So I've had to find plugs for the holes because they got fluid in it and I didn't want to pour it out. Yeah, I know. What is it they say? Hindsight? Anyway, now I'm going to try and figure that out. Also, one of my subscribers, Gary Van Remortel, asked me why I was going to the trouble of putting in 0.5. And for those of you that don't actually read my responses to other people's comments, for me it was a simple thing. It's less corrosive than normal brake fluid. It's not hygroscopic like normal brake fluid, and it doesn't damage your paintwork like normal brake fluid. So those are my reasoning for doing this, and I've used it in my E-Type with great success. I know a lot of other people that have used it with great success. I'm not sure if they use it in the racing fraternity, because I'm not sure about its boiling point, but I'm not going to be racing this car, so that's not going to be an issue. Now let's get on inside and see if I can figure out why these pedals aren't level. There has to be a simple reason, doesn't there? I wonder if maybe I need to extend the clutch rod. See, there's a thought. That's the trouble. I'm doing these videos and I have thoughts, and I know I shouldn't. But let me see what I can find out, and I will let you know. Oh, by the way, again, back to the parts that I'm selling. I'm getting quite a good response on that. So if there's anything you wanted, parts-wise, please do give me a shout. Got a couple of batches already sent out of stuff, but I do have a shitload of stuff to sell. Just let me know. Is this the answer to my problems? This is the one from my old Brake Master, and it is longer than the clutch one. Now, rather than trying to lower the brake pedal, I'm thinking maybe I should raise the clutch pedal. So I was going to put this in from the Brake Master, but of course the bore size again is different, which it would be. I don't want to reduce the strength of the shaft, so my thought is to cut the washer off of here, cut the washer off of there, put the washer from there onto here, weld it up and clean it up. In doing that, I'm risking fucking up the clutch master cylinder. Is that the way to go? Yeah, I mean, I could try and make up some kind of spacer for the brake pedal. Should I do that? Would it be better to bring the brake pedal down to the same level as the clutch, or raise the clutch up to the same level as the brake pedal? Got to consider when driving, if the pedals are too high when you come off the gas, or even the petrol, or even the throttle, or whatever you want to call it, you want to get your foot over to the brake in the center, and if the pedal's too high, you risk hitting the side of it with your foot and causing a delay in your braking. This is something I'm going to have to ponder overnight as to whether it's worth doing, or whether I should just make up a spacer for the brake master cylinder. I'll let you know. Well, I think this has got to be the decision. This is a spacer that is fitted standard on all brake master cylinders on the Mark IIs. And because I bought a new brake master cylinder from S&G Barrett and it's not made to the original specifications, I need to put another spacer in. My plan is to use washers initially to try and get the level to a satisfactory level, and then I'll make up a spacer of that thickness. The disadvantage I have is that the studs will then not be long enough, so I need to now get some new studs, but I won't know the length of those until I've figured out what thickness of spacer I need. Thanks S&G Barrett for not buying or having made correct parts. Well, here I go again, using stuff that I would have been told to throw away. This piece, you may recall, I used to make my spark plug wire holder, and I thought, well, it might be handy someday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the spacer. Now, I've got an aluminium one here, which is about 2/3 to half the thickness of this, and I figure that might just be the size I need to raise the brake master cylinder. We will see. I'm just going to cut this out and see if it works, and if it does, terrific. Also, rubber sheeting, which again, maybe I should have thrown away, but I kept. I'm going to make up gaskets for the master cylinder and for both master cylinders, for the clutch and for the brake. Reason being that there is no seal between the pedal box and the master cylinders, and fumes, water, etc. could come in that way. And I figured if I just make up some rubber gaskets, that will work absolutely fine. So let's get on with it. Okay, here is the spacer in place. I haven't tidied it up yet. I just wanted to first of all see if it was going to work, and it seems to. Let's go check the pedals. And here is the pedals. They are looking pretty darn level. The brake pedal may be still just a little bit higher, but it's a darn sight better than it was, I can tell you that. That, I think, is going to be acceptable. Yeah. Geesh. Things you have to do, huh? No, I haven't modified the brakes. Well, I have, but not in this area. Jesus. Okay, now I can get to tidying that up and get these things back together and start bleeding.